What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy, Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm here with another video for your heads. I am reviewing SmackDown, W SmackDown. I'm gonna kind of go off of what I saw, like I did last week, because again, I don't, I don't really watch SmackDown because I work, and I really don't feel like looking over the the highlights. So I just see what they got on YouTube, and I kind of piece together what they kind of do, and it's kind of shorter. This video, I mean, the way I do it, it'll probably be kind of shorter. So make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share, and I'll just probably give an overview of SmackDown and see if that's what we like. So from what I saw, it starts off with Big E and John Morrison. They're supposed to have a one-on-one match, but instead of having a one-on-one match, red lights flicker, and I guess Michael Cole's like, "Oh no, not this again." Retribution comes straight out. Retribution is beating up Big E and John Morrison. It looks like Big E and John Morrison's fighting them off, but it looks like there's like a lot more of them. It seems like they're growing. It's like Dark Order a little bit. They're a little Dark Order-ish. Like they had like a couple, and now they're multiplying, and they're probably gonna have like a higher power at the end of this whole thing whenever they finally reveal itself. But yeah, the lights flicker. I don't know if they go up. I know they flicker, and then one person comes in the ring. One of the Retribution girls looks like Chelsea Green a little bit. Comes in the ring, and Big E and John Morrison's like, "Hey, you shouldn't be here. You need to back up." And then like 90 of them just come up and they start beating them up. So it's so Retribution. They're better. It's been better than it was, but that's still not a lot. You can do a million things that you could probably think that they would do better, but for whatever reason they're not. Um, but anyway, so that match didn't happen, and then they're backstage. It's like um, Nakamura, Cesaro, Miz, and Morrison are backstage, and I guess Miz was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I wasn't there. My wife was talking to me about whatever, but I'd be there, whatever." And it was like, anyways, this is Big E's fault for that tweet, and Big E was pretty much saying, "Hey, we don't need." And then Corbin was saying that this is E's fault, and SmackDown needs a leader to get away from Retribution. Biggie was like, we're not worried about no Ninja Turtles gangs, and he's like, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna have my rematch with John Morrison, and I dare them to come back. This is our house. We don't need Retribution coming and attacking us, whatever like that. Then Sheamus comes, who's like, yeah, big speech, but guess what? If that was me and then with my match with Shorty G, how I beat him, I bet they won't do that with my match, whatever like that. Shorty G was like, oh, you want some? Biggie was like, nah, back up. So Sheamus versus Big E at SummerSlam. I hope Big E wins because that's gonna be good stuff. So that whole thing, I'm not gonna. I don't want to really grade it because it just wasn't. It wasn't. It was just like a big angle segment, so it wasn't like it didn't really feel like a match. But it was all right. It had Retribution better than it was. They actually beat people up. It wasn't doing stupid stuff at the ring or whatever like that. Then after that, Bailey and Sasha come out and they say, I guess Bailey, not Bailey, Sasha was like, well, I guess at SummerSlam I gotta go against Oscar because of a certain somebody. What happened at Monday Night Raw? Bailey. Bailey was like, yes, you. And then I think she said that at Payback like a week later, which is weird that SummerSlam is like next week, and then like literally the week after is Payback. That's crazy. But they're gonna defend their tag team titles against whoever they're gonna face them against. And then they were reading off as like, hey, well, guess what? We're gonna be on commentary because we're gonna do our job, this job better than Michael Cole commentary. So they're gonna go. So I guess they were reading off the names of who's supposed to be in this triple royale, and they looked to one. It was like, no, wait, whoa, 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 no, 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 no. We don't like this. It's like this can't be the next person. Cue Oscar. Dun, 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 dun. So she gets in there and she starts beating up Bailey and Sasha, and that's good stuff. And she wins. So, Oscar wins, so she can low key be Oscar two belts. The last three, as we thought would be Oscar, Shayna, and Tegan Knox, but apparently, I guess Shayna went to go give choke out Tegan Knox. She attempts to toss her out the ring when she does it, but kind of botched it a little bit. She throws her off the top rope. Tegan tries to get an advantage to knock her out, but Dana Brooke comes out. Boom! She's like, "I still in the match," and she gets in the match, and then she gets thrown out. And then it's Sasha and it's Shayna and Asuka. Shayna does the choke out to Asuka, and she tries to push her off the rope, but she knocks her out. Bailey tries to take Asuka out, and she kicks her, and then she slides knee both of them into each other, and then Shayna tries to knock her off. She falls off, but she lands on Sasha and Bailey. So her feet didn't touch the ground. She gets up and she tosses Shayna out. So Asuka's going, and she's gonna be facing Sasha and Bailey both at SummerSlam for the Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion. So my guess would be she have one match one time one night, and then she'll have the other match. This is the Oscar we need. This is the Oscar we want, we need, we love. She needs to go in there. She needs to be Bailey, and then she needs to be Sasha, and she needs to win all the belts. This if this is, I don't know if they're doing a thing where they're like what they're doing with the tag team titles. They're going. She can go back and forth, and she could just be the women's champion, and they'll go and she can go back and forth with the championships. I wouldn't mind that because like the Raw roster and the SmackDown, like the Raw roster by itself is not that good, and the SmackDown roster by itself is not that good. But if Asuka is champion, she goes defending on both shows. She'll be on one show and she'll defend on both shows. I think that could be great. Just like Sasha and Bailey, they defend the tag team titles on both shows. I think that would be really, really good. I don't know if they would do a thing where she would just like she'll be on Raw and she'll defend the Raw's Women's Championship on one show, and then that same night she'll defend the SmackDown title on the other show, or she just unify the titles and then they'll do like all the women on both shows. Especially now since they're in a performance center anyway, it's not like they're traveling anywhere. So that would be good stuff. Speaking of that, Michael Cole did mention that SummerSlam will be outside of the Performance Center, and there may or may not be virtual fan interactions. What they've been talking about before that SummerSlam could be like via Zoom or some type of virtual crowd or something that they're doing. So they're thinking outside the box, which is good stuff. And also, Oscar winning all the belts is also good stuff. She goes to payback and she wins the titles by herself. She gets all the belts. Oscar all belts. Hashtag Oscar all belts. Be great. Um, they do a thing with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is being interviewed, and luckily it's not no corny Michael Cole sit down interview. They talk about she talks about her relationship with Braun, how they're like friends and stuff like that, how they were good friends, how he at first it may seem like he's a monster, but he's like a really nice person. He's really friendly and stuff like that. So kind of hurt his feelings about what happened. And he talked about Bray Wyatt. He was saying that he's like scary, he's menacing, but he's also uh, like kind of like awe inspiring, like that type of thing. Like when you're near him, where you feel like the change or whatever like that. They're saying that Braun, like her and Braun, kind of had maybe teasing that they had like a relationship, or they liked each other or something like that. It was like, oh, yeah, we really care about each other and stuff like that. So he asked them. He asked her, it was like, so how do you feel about her say about him saying that he doesn't care about you? And she was like looked away, like she was gonna cry and stuff like that. It was all good stuff. We love that stuff. Mandy Rose comes and she was talking about Sonya Deville. She was saying, hey, I always I always feel like I do well, but you reminded me about just because I'm pretty that I didn't work for anything. She's like, well, yeah, you're right. I was Miss Bikini whatever, Miss Bikini model babe at some years ago, which I need to see Miss Bikini. I'm just telling you, Miss Bikini, we like those around these parts. We like those. But she was like Miss Bikini, but she was also like working three jobs and going to school, so it wasn't hard. Um, Her going to the WWE wasn't hard, so saying that her life was easy, everything was handed to her. Big mistake. She said she cut her hair, which, by the way, Mandy Rose with her haircut, oh my God, yes, looks delicious. She was saying that about I challenge you at SummerSlam, hair versus hair match. Do you accept? Fast forward to Sonya Deville's part later on. She says yes, she accepts. She's like, oh, I didn't know. For you to get a little bit of fire on your belly, all you had to do was make me. All I had to do was just cut your hair a little bit. So I'm going to end you, and you're going to be bald. And she has a nice new tattoo. It looks really good. And Sonya Deville. Mwah. Looks delicious, and we're going to see how good she looks with her haircut because she's definitely losing. Um, After that. Um There's not Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Grand Metalik. The match was pretty short. The big thing from this match is my boy Kalisto. My boy Kalisto's out here, super Kalisto. He has this nice, cool mask, sort of Pentagon Junior esque, like, but it's all white. His whole stomach's coming out looking like Tony Nese out here in the in the abs. He looking good. He's probably not even part of 205 anymore. He's probably weighing about 210 right now. He's like looking lean and mean. He's looking good. So Lucha, they're back. Pretty much, Shinsuke was like taking over. Uh, Grand Battle League got a couple of good moves in. He got the rope a dope drop kicks on him and stuff like that. He tries to go for a suicide dive. Nakamura, boom, kicks him in his face. Cesaro's talking trash. Um, there's this one bit where I think Grand Metalik had Nakamura down on the floor, whatever. Cesaro tried to interfere, but the ref was like, "Hey, relax." And that's when Super Kalisto came in. He was like, "Lucha, Lucha." I was like, "Wait, what?" And then Kalisto came out shredded, wearing like with a freaking 10 pack, and they double teamed Cesaro, and then Nakamura was like, "What in the world is going on?" And then Grand Metalik is on the other side, did a springboard dive flying elbow for the 1, 2, 3, which is good stuff. So I guess the three of them are back together. They're in act now, stronger than ever, and we're going to see what happens with them. Cesaro versus Chad Gable. Uh, Ces- Cesaro versus Chad Gable. I wish it was Cesaro versus Chad Gable. That'd be great one-on-one match. Sheamus versus Chad Gable. Sheamus wins, road kick. Uh, Another very quick type match. There wasn't a lot of offense, but Gable got like a little bit of submission moves in, got like a little ankle lock in. He reverses it, knocks him out. I think he hit him with a white noise because I think Chad went to go for like a top rope move and I think he hit him. White noise, road kick, 1, 2, 3. Uh, he wins. So that's that. Uh, Matt Riddle. Oh, before that happened though, before the match, Matt Riddle did an interview. And he was saying how pretty much trash Corbin is. He's just running him down or whatever. Chad Gable comes in and he was saying, "Hey, I'm sorry, about me attacking you, but brother got to feed his family." So there's no hard feelings. It's kind of like they bump, fist bump to each other. He's like, hey, no, it's all right. It happens. But I gotta ask you a question. And then King Corbin comes out. He attacks Matt Riddle from behind. He was like, hey, thanks, Chad. Called him Chad. So that's cool. AJ Styles is backstage messing with my boy Joseph Parks. My boy Joseph Parks, that's my guy. Uh, argue with him about something. I didn't really know because I only watched the highlights, so I don't know what they're arguing about. But they come in the ring, and AJ Styles pretty much was like talking about this AJ Styles Invitational, something about a ranking system for AJ Styles, who should challenge him for the Intercontinental Championship. Again, pretty much a shot at AEW's power ranking system like that. And my boy Joseph Parker's in the corner and stuff like that. He was saying, yeah, we all need, I'm a fighting champion. I need challengers. So this is who I'm going to, this is my power rankings. And number one is just AJ Styles, and he reveals the rest of it, and it's nobody. It's just AJ Styles. It's like, yeah, that's right, because nobody is on my level. Nobody is worthy enough to challenge me for my Intercontinental Championship. I kind of wish the list was like number one was AJ Styles, and then number two was like somebody like Dio Madden, and then three was like Eric Bugenhagen and somebody like that. Just like enhancement talent who was just like on his power rankings. He just easily beats him. That kind of been funny, but Jeff Hardy comes out. It's like, hey man, I've been Intercontinental Champion many moons ago. It's like my first Intercontinental Championship is, man, I won it on my own. It was looking a lot like TNA in there. You had AJ Styles in there. You had Biss in there. You had Jeff Hardy in there. And, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy was like, yeah, I've known you for a while, AJ. I respect you. And I was saying man to man, how about your boy Jeff Hardy gets a championship? He's like, I think it'd be pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool. AJ Styles was like, yeah, I know everything he's been going through. We've been together. I've known you for years, and the request that you said about me, you face each other. He's like, all I gotta say is, hell no, you crazy? No, you don't deserve this. You haven't done anything to earn this. He's like, I know your past. And it's like you think you gotta do a lot to earn this, and Jeff just socks him in the face. I was like, damn. And then he beats him up, and then after number one, he put number two, and he puts Jeff Hardy, and then he like does like art on it, and then I think he throws the clipboard or something like that. So the rumors about Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles is gonna happen next week. I think they said. So it's gonna happen next week, and you know Jeff Hardy's gonna lose because AJ Styles is gonna continue his reign. But it's gonna be a pretty decent match, and I think it's gonna be like it might be some false finish, like some screwy finish, and then they're gonna have the real match at SummerSlam, which AJ Styles still is going to win because it's AJ Styles and he will win. Then after that, I believe is the main event. Again, I look up because I see if I miss anything because I don't have my handy dandy notebook. Um, So Braun Strowman comes out. Braun! My man is fully cut. My man has got the sideburn light going on. My man is baldy out here looking mean, lean. He was saying that he was just talking about Bray Wyatt changes people. He was like, this is the monster you wanted me to be. Uh, I'm gonna tear you up. I'm gonna feast on your entrails. And at SummerSlam, that's what's gonna happen. But I want you out right now. But he does not come out right now. You know who comes out? Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss comes out, and Braun Strowman is so mad. He's like, oh, it's like, I know this woman didn't just do this. I know she didn't just do this. I know this female did not just come out here when I said I wanted the Fiend. Yeah, it was her. And she was just saying, hey, it's like we've been through so much together. It's like, how can you do this to me? Like, this isn't the Braun Strowman I know. Like, the Braun Strowman I know is nice and friendly and cuddly and whatever like that. And Braun Strowman he's like, Alexa, you only used me. You manipulated me. It's like you made me sit in the car and watch them do that stupid karaoke and all that stuff. Alexa Bliss like, what in the fuck are you talking about, you crazy person? Anyways, it was like, this the not the Braun I know. It was like, did that is like, it was like, this is not you. Like, you didn't really mean what you said about this. He was like, yeah, I don't like you. It was like, I don't need you. It was like, I don't care about you. I never cared about you, and stuff like that. It kind of hurt her feelings. She kind of was like crying a little bit like that. And Alexa Bliss was like, fine, that's how you're gonna be, whatever. It was like, well, it was like, this is what you asked for. It was like, if you don't want me to be your friend or lover or whatever, she's like, fine. It's like, but if I'm gonna walk at you, I should slap the taste out of your mouth. She's screaming at her like, look at me when I'm talking to you. He looks at her and she just slaps fire. She just slapping fire. Braun Strowman like that. It's like, how dare you do that to me? I'm like, damn. I was like, this. I was like, Braun is about to like murder her. And so Braun picks her up, has her in the military press. Um, and she's about to like. It looks like he's about to just like toss her in the out the ramp, like onto the ramp. And then the lights flicker. He was like, "Oh my god, Retribution!" And then it's Bray Wyatt. It was like, "Oh, it's Bray Wyatt." I was like, "Oh my god, it's Bray Wyatt!" And he was like, "Bro, he was like, where are you, Bray?" Where he teases her, like teases throwing her, but he doesn't come out every time the lights flicker. He teases her, and then he just like tosses her up in the air. Lights go out, boom, big thud. Lights come back on. Bray Wyatt is standing, the Fiend standing on the outside. Bray Wyatt is now in the Tron carrying cross style, and Alexa Bliss is selling the big old military press. Uh, uh, my boy Bray Wyatt, Fiend is looking at her, and then Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman both laugh. He's like, ha, 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 ha. And then Bray Wyatt laughs. He's like, ha, 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 ha. He does his little creepy laugh, and Alexa Bliss is like, you did it to me. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you don't win Universal Championship. I'm gonna make you lose to Bray Wyatt, and then and then and then I'm gonna be Sister Abigail because she's totally Sister Abigail, totally Sister Abigail. And then that was the end of SmackDown. That was the end. So SmackDown seemed good. It seemed cool. It seemed like it flowed really well. Again, a lot of segments, just a lot of segments, leading like just they're preparing for wrestle. They're preparing for WrestleMania. They're just preparing for SummerSlam. They're preparing probably for Payback that week, the week after. So they're just getting this stuff out the way. The Oscar thing, which was really well booked. They had a thing where Bianca Belair and Tamina, and Bianca Belair was like putting the boots to Tamina, which was good stuff like that. Bianca's gonna be a player. Probably after SummerSlam, she's gonna be a big player in there. Tegan Knox did really well. Uh, so the women, like when you see the women's division look like it's really good. So hopefully Asuka wins both belts and she goes back and forth and she faces everybody. It's gonna be good stuff. Bray Wyatt is gonna win the Universal Championship. Manny Rhodes is gonna cut Sonya Deville's hair off. Big E is gonna be great. He's gonna beat Sheamus at WrestleMania. I keep saying WrestleMania at SummerSlam, and he's going to then be AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. He's going to be two-time Intercontinental Championship because that is one thing he did say. He said people be forgetting about me that I'm only a tag team person, but don't forget that I did win the NXT Championship by myself. I did win the Intercontinental Championship, and then so I think he's going to be two-time Intercontinental Champion. Hopefully, the Retribution thing. Oh, I forgot to mention. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot this. John Morrison and Biggie had another match again, and Retribution again. The lights go out, and everybody think Retribution is gonna come to the ramp, so everybody's preparing for that while Biggie and John Morrison still wrestling, and Retribution's in backstage catering or the locker room, whatever, just beating up referees, power slamming referees. I think they beat up somebody. They beat up somebody who was out there. Oh, Jay Uso. I think Uso was out there beating up. I think he locked one person in the bathroom. or something like that. And then like later on, Jessica, the lady ref, she comes in and she's like, "Hey, come on, everybody, come back, come in the back. Retribution is here." And then Michael Cole's like, "Hey, Miz, why are you a scared little bitch and you're staying on commentary and not helping?" And Miz was like, "I don't care about anybody. I don't care a person. I care about John Morrison. John Morrison's right here." I was like, Okay, that's a pretty good thing." Big E, I think goes for the big ending. I think Morrison reverses it, and Big E hits like a move, like a roll up for like a 2 count, and then like instantly uh, puts it into a stretch muffler, which was a good move. And he wins. And then when he wins, Miz was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, look at the flexibility. Wait, no, no," and then he taps out. And then he goes out. Biggie's about to leave, and boom, bro kick Sheamus into Sheamus. That's what I was saying. There's gonna be Biggie versus Sheamus, and Biggie's gonna win before he goes to the Intercontinental Championship. I just forgot to mention that part because I'd be forgetting because I didn't take notes. But anyways, that was SmackDown. After all that, I guess SmackDown probably a B, about a B, B or B minus. It's like a B minus. The show was fine. I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B. The show was fine. There was nothing bad. You know, they were just the matches were really short, but some of the matches that were pretty decent, like the battle royal was really good. The end segment was good. The Mandy Sonya stuff was good. Retribution actually wasn't the worst tonight. Um, more Nakamura and Metalik, Swole, Kalisto's back. AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy at SummerSlam or next week or however the match is going to be. It's going to be good stuff. So it's all going to be good stuff. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you would you rate SmackDown? What did you think? Was it good stuff? Did stuff you liked? What stuff you didn't like? Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys next time. I'll see you for Raw. I'm out.